Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Today is 8th March 2025, Women's Day celebration. Today, we are celebrating the presence of amazing women around us, presence of amazing women in the world, and how much they are contributing, what kind of work they are doing. We are celebrating that. And also, we are here to talk about the amazing financial independence opportunities that they can have for themselves. And also, we have a great panel with us to discuss those opportunities, to discuss the work of their own life, and for them to inspire us. I welcome our four amazing panelists for the evening. Amrit, she's a corporate navigator with an amazing streak of corporate experience. We have Sakshi, Rohra, she's a happiness coach and she's doing amazing work in her field. We have Kavya from Tamil Nadu, and she is doing amazing work with career counselors. She's helping career counselors become better career counselors. And we also have an amazing career counselor from Mumbai, Devna Parikh. She is one of the best career counselors in Mumbai. Okay. Thank you all the four panelists. How are you feeling today? Let's start with Amrit, ma'am. Ma'am, how is your day going?
Oh, very well, Shobhit. As you know, that I have been traveling because of my work and personal experience. Right now, I'm in Melbourne, and life has been very fantastic since I have left the corporate job. And this freedom has given me immense opportunity to connect not just with my family abroad, but also, other works as well.
Awesome, ma'am. So we have an international panelist with us. Thank you so much for joining from Australia all the way, ma'am. How are you feeling, Sakshi, today?
Hello everyone, I'm Sakshi and my day is amazing. Again, I'm here at my holiday home, which makes me feel like my soul is being called here again and again, close to nature, close to the rivers and the lakes. And so it's amazing. I'm feeling blessed today. And so many wishes from so many people for Women's Day. And I think once we do something in life, that little bit of appreciation from everyone makes a lot of difference. So yeah, it's an amazing day. Thank you so much, Shobhit.
Awesome, Sakshi. Thank you so much for being present here with us today. Kavya, how are you feeling?
I am feeling fantastic. So it's not about today, to be frank. So I got the wishes from my high school teacher without failing. He wished me for the Women's Day, and my friends and my colleagues. So everyone has been wishing me. So it's not only they keep me, it's like thriving. So more than that, I say that from the morning, I have been with a continuous session from morning 10 a.m. So I finished the session 10 minutes, few minutes back, and I joined over here. Again after 7 o'clock, I am having one more session. So it's like schedule. Instead of saying that hectic, I can say that this schedule. So it is like it's from everyone. So everyone has been helping me to in order to grow to here. So I'm really very grateful for this day and for today.
Thank you, Kavya, for joining. And most importantly, and lastly, Devna, how are you feeling today?
Good evening, everyone. I'm really feeling privileged to be in the panel today and to connect with such beautiful women. I feel every woman is special in her own way. According to me, every woman is a queen, the queen of the house. So it's a privilege to be here today. And yes, people say that every day is a Women's Day, but when we are celebrating it on 8th March, you get that special treatment. So why not?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Devna. Thank you all four of you to join. So let's start the discussion right away. So I have been, a big advocate of financial independence. I just wanted to know from all of your personal experience, what exactly is financial independence? Is it only about earning money? It's only about being independent, doing something that you love, passionate, or how you became financial independence? What are your takes on that? Let's start with Devna directly. So Devna, why don't you share your insights on this?
Yeah, so I would want to start that as people say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. But what about behind every successful woman? Uh, Let me tell you one thing behind every successful woman, it's she herself. So, if you're determined, you don't have to depend on others to motivate you, on others to give you the right path. First of all, in your mind, you have to frame the right path, the right way to take your life further. I'm sure as a woman, we have a lot of commitments. There is a lot of multitasking going on, but we have to balance our life in such a way that we give enough time to our own self, to our family, to our health, and also find a way to be financially independent. If women, you all have some skills, if you have some expertise, if you're educated, and if you are just in the house, in the four walls, and you're not exploring or executing your skills, I think there where you go fail. You fail in that matter. I wish, every woman realizes her potential, realizes her caliber, and moves ahead in life. Why not have that independency of taking care of every expense of yours? And if also you get opportunity to, make, to spend for your family, why not? Like there are times, I have a milk bill coming home, and my husband asks me that how much is it? And I'm like, honey, don't worry, it's been paid. See, it's a petty thing, but those small expenses, if I'm reducing the burden of the family, why not? I'm sure we all have our personal expenses, also some family expenses, which we can reduce the burden of the earning member in the house. Probably if there is one male member who is working and dependent members are more, why not walk shoulder to shoulder and give some chance? And in today's world, it is possible. It is possible to do things online, to go on digital platform and explore so many things. So I will just tell all the women that just come up with your hidden potential, explore, and get to a right platform.
Great. Thank you, Devna, for these amazing insights. I completely agree. It's not about the amount, it's about the contribution. That's what matters. Kavya, what are your thoughts on it? And how did you become financially independent in your life? And how did your journey started? Be precise and share that with us.
So first I will start the how the journey has been started. Then only I will let you know how the financial independence has came over here. So yes, I was working uh, before my son is born, so before my delivery and all. So but later I quit the job since I have to take care of him because that was the only thing where I can do. So my family was my priority. My son was my priority by that moment. So it was going very well. So after a few years, it is like, okay, so my son has grown till now, he's going till 3. So what I am going to do over here? That thought was there. So again, I took the psychology as the course. I studied. And yes, after I studied, it's not for the financial freedom first. So I thought it so that if I don't go for work also fine, so that I can apply the knowledge to my son or my own growth. So that was the main hidden agenda over there. So, and it's like I thought that, okay, let me start trying. So then it is like I joined the internship, I joined the courses. So I have been placed in the test for the first time at a student life skills trainer. So that was a fantastic opportunity. And then from there, my financial freedom has been started. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how it impacted over here, that is the main thing. So as Devna was saying the rightly, it is not that it's all about you, how you are going to contribute to your family. And not only contribute about your family, it's all about taking my own expenses for myself. That is the responsibility. I am not burdening my husband for my own expenses. So I am taking care of it. So my expenses, if I want to buy something, I am not going and asking him. So the financial freedom is also there, and the freedom of taking the decisions for myself, what I want to there. That is also has been given a lot of changes over here. And also it's like a role model for my son or some is the thing, so that I can take care of my family. So I can able to balance my family, my work, my career, my financial freedom and everything. So it is a total together. So ladies, you have the opportunity, as Devna was telling, as we are telling, that now there are people where you can reach to the people. You have the online platforms. So you make use of it wisely.
Awesome, Kavya. I completely agree with you. It's all about your own personal, mindset, that how you are able to contribute in the best way. Sakshi, tell us an amazing chapter of your life, how this journey started for you, what you're doing today, and how you became this independent person that you are today. Go ahead.
So, coming from a family where I never needed to work, never needed to do something, everything was provided to me, spoon fed me. I would say that, whether it was my parents' house or my in-laws' house. But I think I was more on the creative side, more on organizing side, organizing events. It may be the smallest of a birthday or, any anniversary event, I would make it special. So, coming from there where I'm filled with so many ideas, like if somebody wants to start a business, I would love to help in and, pour in my thoughts. If somebody has an issue, I would love to, help them and guide them how to come out of it. Be a listener where I could guide people or be there for them just to listen. And I think my urge to learn and grow, which was deep within me, has brought me here today. And I, the choices, I feel the financial independence. Yes, definitely, it is the result of what we choose today, but it really makes you free of using your choices, of your thoughts. You are using them rightly. You're not storing them within yourself. Those thoughts are making such a big difference in the world. One that can actually bring in a huge impact in the world. And we keep ourselves so closed. So today I feel I'm getting the chance, whether as a happiness coach, as a mindset coach, or today on this platform on Women's Day to come up and speak. I think this was something deep hidden as a child, but never needed. There was no space for it to come out. And this is what is independence for me. It is automatically leading a financial independence to me. That's definitely a plus point. And because it is channelizing rightly, it is not coming in an egoistic way. It is not coming in a way that is to, you know, put someone under the power that, I am doing better than you. No, that's not my agenda. Each one of us is unique, whether it's the husband or the in-laws or your children for that matter. Today they might earn much more than us. I might be earning just 100 rupees in a day, but that 100 rupees is making me independent from my thoughts, from, not making me feel sit in a jail where I can't even speak what I feel. So I feel this is amazing journey.
Awesome. Awesome, Sakshi. I always say confidence is equal to cash. If you can have
Yes.
cash in your
Yes.
life, you have automatically confidence in your life. So that's a great,
Yes.
that's a great thought. So lastly, Amrit ma'am. Amrit ma'am, I know your journey. You have been such an illustrious life. You are the most senior person in our group, but still you are so driven. How is that, how you are so driven and how you are living your financially independent life and what message you have to give, ma'am?
Okay, so Shobhit, while I was listening to all the wonderful ladies and their journeys, what they have shared, and I was just brooding in my past. One thing my father used to tell, it is better to die than to beg. you know that was a very strong statement my father used to use, but I never realized because I was a very lovey-dovey kind of a person, a very pampered child, the youngest one and all, but I had my fair share of struggles in my life. And to everyone, if I would like to share it, I started very late in my life when I started working after my share of struggles. If I disclose, it is at the age of 45 that I came out and started working. It was very challenging because I never knew that I had something in my life or I have some potential. All I thought was, यार मैंने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं है. I'm just a graduate. But as I started, I would say exploring myself, the hidden potential came from within. And today here I am, and I am very proud to share with everyone that with 14, 15 years of corporate experience, and today when I'm helping corporates and children also, because I'm a certified career analyst as well. So helping people building their careers or giving them the idea how they can explore themselves and build their life, independent life. That is something, that gives me the drive to move ahead. Today, I'm not just a mother, I'm a grandmother as well. Today, I'm sitting in Australia, in Melbourne, with my daughter, and I don't have the words to thank God, to, say just gratitude that it's a long journey, but it has been very accomplished journey. And every woman, today I realize what my father used to say. It is better to die than to beg or to ask for the money. So one has to be very financially independent, and it is not about finances. It is about what my panelist Sakshi also said, that it is the voice, that unless you are financially independent, you won't be able to voice your voice, because you will be always dying. Oh my God, what if the other person is not happy with you? You are always pleasing. That pleasing personality becomes your first nature. Just
Mm.
get out of it, be independent, and live the life the way you want it without compromising. That's my take.
Awesome. Awesome, Amrit ma'am. This journey is amazing. I have to say that I have never seen a person in at this age of life so driven as much as you in my community, at least. So amazing job, ma'am. Amazing. All the four stories are amazing. Thank you so much. I feel privileged to speak to all of you today. Okay. I'm a business consultant and I help people start their business. And there's a process that I follow called a 5M process, which is basically it starts with mindset, then starts with making, then starts with money, and then fourth step is method, and the last is maths. So let's start with the mindset. Until we realize something that we have the potential, we have the need, we have the want to achieve something, whether it's money, whether it's respect, whether it's product, whether it's market, business, whatever we call it, mindset is the first thing. First, there's a famous saying that Taj Mahal was built thrice. First, it was built in the mind. Second, it was built on the paper. Third, it was built in the real. So that's what applies in business and legacies also. First, it starts with the mind. So in your journeys, I want to understand, where did that mindset came from first thing? Was it the first one day that suddenly you woke up and realized that, yes, I have to do something for myself? Or was it a gradual process? This time we'll start with Amrit ma'am. So how was your journey started, ma'am? You said you started late 45. Was it out of necessity or was it out of the need and want that you wanted to start? Where is that mindset coming from? Yeah.
So, okay, so I started with necessity. That was the first thing. But
Yeah.
when even if it is a necessity, you suddenly realize I don't have any, qualification to go out. Why someone will hire me? That is the first thing everyone, realizes. But as you start exploring yourself, the realization comes in that you are, you know, you're sitting on the gold mine, which you have not never explored. And over a period of time, as I started, exploring my potential, and I started talking to people, my actually bosses have been, or my mentors have been my bosses, and my bosses have been my mentors, who
Mm.
helped me to understand how much potential I have. And they actually pushed me always that this is what you can do. And that is how I started, understanding my potential, that yes, I have. It is only that my mindset, which I'm keeping it very close, and I'm not exploring the opportunities around me. So that
So
is where I started.
so understanding the potential and mentors importance. These two things I take away from that.
Yes, absolutely. Mentors are very, very important, because sometimes student himself or herself will not realize what is
Mm.
their potential.
Awesome.
They will come up only when someone is going to push them.
Yeah.
When you go to the gym, your instructor is the one who's pushing you. Do it, do it, do it. And once you get the results, then only you realize, oh, wow, I can do it. Actually, it is not me who has done it. It's the mentor.
Awesome. Understood, ma'am. Great. Awesome. This is an amazing answer. Sakshi, how that mindset came to your life?
So for me, I would say it was not a necessity that it started with. It was my passion, or I could say a flow that I was always, and I would go with the flow. Things came in, and by time I have realized that now it's become my necessity. So it's
Hmm.
been a reverse challenge for me. So yeah, but in a good way, in a positive, healthy way. Whereas Devna said, contribute in some way rather than being dependent,
Hmm.
and it gives you another high in life to become a better person day by day.
Hmm.
So yes, for me necessity came little later.
Awesome. So what I see the contrast of process. For someone, it started
Yeah.
with necessity, then it became a
Yeah.
lifestyle. So for someone, it became a lifestyle, and then later on, okay, I have to do this. So the process is secondary. The intention is first. So that's what I take away from these
Yes.
two answers. Awesome. Kavya,
Yes.
what is your what is your take on this?
So there was no necessity for me. I was driven
Yeah.
inside, always looking for the career to do something. So the
Yeah.
money was the second factor, but mindset was there always. Yeah, I can able to do it. So it is like I have seen that people, it is like somewhere the comparison has been happening. So yeah, you have been take care of the child, they are working. So okay,
Mm.
that is my priority. First it was like, so I know I can able to earn or do anything. I have the capability of studying. So that was only driven. And my father will always used to support me in studies, no matter what it is. My father was the first person who always give the importance for my studies. And my what's that little criticism where it was there, where it pushed me, even though necessity was there, I was self-driven, to be frank. Those things, it's like an added point for me to it is like to be a little more stronger, that mindset. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Awesome, awesome. I think what I take away from this is also there are a lot of men also which are hidden, angels in a lot of people's life. Because I remember even my father is so practical that he did not care about my, sister is a women, don't send her to Bangalore, and every entire, I'm from Rajasthan, entire family was against all these decisions. I'll narrate a story later on. So it's a very inspiring story from my own father's journey. But yeah, sometimes men can also become like, that, push in your life that can, push you to do some great things.
That's true.
Yeah. Devna, I know you have a very, I would say very bumpy start in your life, but now you are doing great. So what is your, take on mindset? How mindset is plays so important role in building this personal legacy that we are building for ourselves? Go for it.
Yes, so I would want to tell my viewers that I got married when I was just 19. And I got a first question from my father-in-law, ki, Beta, what are your dreams? What do you want to become? And, I just said that I want to be a politician. Until this date, my father-in-law asked me, when are you becoming one? So, but then, then it was a roller coaster ride because, I had my own kids and, bringing them up was my priority. But one thing I made sure that I don't allow my brain to rust. I don't allow to get stagnant in the house. So with my own kids, I was constantly teaching. I also started with home tuitions because whenever I used to, incorporate some time, some free time, I used to teach students in the neighborhood. So I was constantly learning every single day. And it might sound monotonous that, during COVID, people came into the reality check, but it actually happened with me as well. I came into reality check, I turned back and I realized that I have given all my years just to my kids and never thought of doing something for my own self. And then, that Eureka moment came and I got into a career counseling course, which I did it rigorously for 10 months. And then I started practicing. But somewhere I had the background of education. So I knew that, how I can grow and this is my calling. Okay, let me tell you one thing. I was also very good at baking. So at one point I thought either I get into baking and, make those cheesecakes and brownies, or else I get into the education field. So I was contemplating. And then I realized kitchen is not I want to spend my entire life in future. I want to get into something which is related to education field, motivate the younger generation, motivate my own self. And remember one thing, I can see a lot of women on the panel, they all have been studying all these. I mean, when they study, they finish their graduation, they are qualified. But after that, why a full stop? Why your learning phase should stop? You should constantly be learning. So today as a career counselor, I keep on watching a lot of videos on YouTube. I keep on making notes of them. I'm doing a lot of self-study thing. It's not that I did a 10 months course, got certified, got qualified, and that's it. This is a constant process. So whoever is getting into any field, please make sure I'm connected to Shobhit. I'm learning constantly through the community calls, different things, different digital platforms, which is taught so patiently and so vividly by him. So what I will request is when you choose a field, don't stop learning, continue learning, and then, you will be with the world. So you have to grow professionally, you have to grow socially, you have to grow mentally, you have to grow in every sense. That is what I would put it across.
Awesome, Devna. Very well said. In fact, second point of discussion was this only how only mindset will not help you. The skills and the development will also help you. But I completely agree
Yeah.
with you that
So I hope people won't feel surprised someday if you see a poster and me asking for votes.
oh, that's what
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I
We'll
want to hear.
definitely come to give it.
That's what I want to hear. just I have just one doubt that you are too sweet to be a politician, because politicians को बहुत वो चाहिए, वो they need that cunningness. You are too sweet to become a politician. That's the only problem I will have as a politician with you. So anyway, so that's a great answer, and so everyone, MPTY to Devna in the chat box. We want Devna to be our leader one day. Okay, that's what we want. Awesome. और घर में पैसा भी है तो फाइनेंस भी हो जाएगा आपका कैंपेन. Anyway, so awesome. This is amazing, guys. So I don't think we'll be able to cover all the 5 M's, but I'll try to do the best part I can. Okay. Now, the second M that I talk about is the making, the transformation. Now, this is the problem with India, right? 80 to 90% of us have passion, driven ideas, everything, but execution and implementation is everything. In fact, one of my favorite quote that I created in life is that a plan without an action is no plan at all. A lot of people have a mindset, they want to do things, they are capable of doing things, they are skilled, but they're not taking action, that they are not transforming their life on a daily basis to achieve that. So, what is your suggestion to especially females, to especially women, because a lot of females feel trapped in the time circles, they feel trapped in the patriarchy circle, that I don't have the capability, I don't have the support, I don't have the time, I don't have the environment to grow, to transform my life. What is your suggestion to all these females? This time let's start with Sakshi. So Sakshi, making part is the most important part, transformation, how you are actually transforming your life, your mindset, your work. What is your take on that, and what is a suggestion to females, how they can start and how they can build that legacy for themselves?
So for me, I would give you the live example of my own self, where I feel most of us are challenged at every step. Ki, acha ye karke kya hoga? The moment you want to do something, or you even do a course, like for example, when I did a happiness coach ka course, what is a happiness coach? What does a happiness coach do? Or what would you do after this? Now, coming from a housewife background, it takes hell lot of time for people to see you as a coach, and you're not even sure that after doing the course, are you really going to become a coach, or is it only for something you're learning right now? But coming to the point again, that during the lockdown, I started my journey sitting in a room without letting anyone know what I am doing on my laptop. And here I am today in the same room, growing there itself. Now, after 5 years, I am stepping out. But today I have made a company. I've registered myself as an LLP company, sitting right in that room without asking anyone for resources.
Awesome.
If you go to see, there are so many free courses coming up. There are so many discounted prices coming up. You do with one trainer, and they will definitely encourage you to, keep growing. And so I feel, yes, people are there to put you down. It's not an intention, but it's a natural humanitarian way that people grow. And yes, those challenges, we only have to strongly face it. We have to, as you said, what is your outcome? What is the result? Keeping that goal in mind. I am doing an event called Colorathon, which is an annual event. It is on a walk-in capacity of say 80 to 100 people today. My mission is to reach the goal of marathon. Today, people say, what are you making from it? I am getting peace of mind. I am doing an event, not asking a penny from my home, not stepping out of my home. Just on the day of event, I'm going. I am arranging sponsors, right, sitting in that room, talking on the phone and on my emails, and I'm done. So it is an achievement if you have the talent, or if you have the willingness. Set that willingness that I am going to do it. I am reaching to that level. This time it's my 4th year of the event. And trust me, it is better than the first. The second is better than, and it's growing. So it's okay. My goal is to reach marathon, and I will be there very soon.
Awesome.
Mindset is very important.
I think the most important takeaway I took it, the consistency that you had. Like, you started with in one room all by yourself, and now you have registered, doing public events, marketing. This is, I think, the most important part of the making is it doesn't happen overnight. It happens. It's a process. It will keep happening. So that's the biggest takeaway I took from this story. Amazing, Sakshi. Thank you. Okay, so Kavya, what is your process of, making the transformation? What is your suggestion to all the females who want to start their life in this way? Yeah.
Say here, when to all the lovely ladies, when you're starting, first you have to start. Okay, don't keep on thinking about it. So what will happen? What if I couldn't? That is secondary. You don't know about that. Those are your assumptions. Don't live in the assumptions. Okay, first start doing it and be consistent. So when I said that I am going to study psychology, do you think that everyone has accepted? A pagal ki doctor ki studies you are doing in Hindi, in Tamil and all. They said that பைத்தியமோட படிக்கிறவங்க படிக்கிறியா நீ, you will also become பைத்தியம். So that's what they told. So I was very determined that I am going to do it because no one is agreeing for that. So there is something special. So I did it. And I was very consistent. Be consistent. So before I join into this psychology, I have been doing many things. It means that I am very good at drawing, to be frank. I'm very good at cooking. So art was one of my biggest strength, I can say that. So I did that, but I am very clear that I don't want to take as a career. So the clarity when I took it, I have taken it, there was hurdles. It's not that I have been like this for today. It's been my 5-6 years of, to be frank, from the day I joined, today is the 7th year. 7 years of the struggles over there, I have been here. So the consistency matters a lot. Be determined, and first you start with. Don't think of the things. Things will happen to you when you are determined, when you are consistent, and you give the proper networking. That is very much important. Take the help of the others, take the mentorship, everything. When you take the mentorship, trust them. For example, Shobhit, I have taken the mentorship from him to be like, I want to become a transformer. I am one of the transformer, to be frank. I trusted him. I trusted the process, whatever he has told me. I implemented. I am here. I am doing my course. I have launched it. And I am doing my 5th batch. I completed my 3rd batch today. So 4th batch, I am going to complete in the next week. I am starting my 5th batch. Okay. So
Awesome.
consistency and starting now matters a lot. Don't think of what if others say that. What it means to you, you do it.
I think
That
the
makes
most
a
important,
lot of difference.
I think the most important takeaway is that start. Because
Yes.
a lot of people are in that mindset, that their thinking zone. Stop coming out of the thinking zone and stop doing the thinking zone and come out in the action zone. That's very important. Amrit ma'am, what is your, what is your suggestion for, making the transformation that we talked about? What is your suggestion on that?
See, actually, I resonate with all these lovely panelists. Everyone has spoken from their very core of their heart and the experience they have come up with. And definitely, analysis, paralysis, and females, they go together. And I have
Yeah.
been in that path. I have been there. But the very thing, the day you think that I can do, then no one can stop you. No one can stop you. You are the only one, the biggest hurdle of your life that you want to, but you cannot because you are holding your mind. Nothing else is holding you. Anyone, family, friends, everyone will say 1,000 things. Even men do go through this. But when they are determined, they do it. Why not you, ladies? Why not you? Financial independence is equivalent to your voice. Voice your voice and calm your mind. Give the right voice to your mind. Speak up, tame it, and move ahead in life.
I think the biggest factor that really helped me, the biggest factor when I started my journey, was self-talk. Visualization exercises. When I used to work in the morning, I used to do a lot of affirmations. This is a mindset exercises. You will read it in multiple places. That till date I do it, and I was so crazy during COVID times. I used to shout and everything. So my neighbors used to get worried what this guy is doing, because I was staying in a small house that time. So I think that self talk is the most powerful thing you can do. In fact, when you talk too much, because every counselor you go to, they tell you the first thing is first you have to conquer your own mind. You have to speak. The more you speak about it, the more power you have. So I completely agree with you, Amrit ma'am. Self talk is the most important thing. Tell yourself you can do it and you will do it. Yeah. Devna, so I think you have transformed yourself so well. I see that, from a completely non-tech person, now you're teaching technical digital products to people. I know you are part of my program also. So how is that journey, 6 months, and what is your takeaways from that journey for all the females who are afraid of technology, who are afraid of change? What is the transformation story that you want to share and suggestions that you want to share?
Okay, so I can see in the audience there is Ratna, there's Dian, Hema, Lakshmi, Meenakshi, Nabila, and Shubhangi, and many more. So I'm sure you all have dreams, right? You all women have dreams, and you're curving it down. So one thing which Shobhit told in one of the talks, that no girl when she's 10-year-old, 12-year-old, if ever asked that what do you want to become in future, she will never say I want to become a housewife. I want to become a homemaker. She has dreams. She wants to become a pilot. She wants to become a doctor or engineer. But our dreams get curved down due to societal norms, due to societal pressure, family environment, and we put ourselves back thinking that I am good for nothing. I am supposed to follow the societal norm of being a mother, of being a wife, of being a daughter. But we are lost somewhere. Our identity, our individuality is lost somewhere. So slowly and gradually, please understand today we have digital platform. So one thing I learned from Shobhit, he says you have to do everything online. आपको कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है from the comfort of your home. वैसे बैकएंड पे काम बहुत देते हैं वो मुझे, but I'm okay with that because I am doing it as per my convenience. I'm balancing my housework, my children, my work on my laptop. Everything is going pretty well. So he's taught us that how we have to use our time in a productive manner. We have to stop scrolling our phone unnecessarily. We have to stop scrolling down the reels which are so unproductive. We are meant for something else. We are meant to bring good for our own self, to bring good for the society. So let's get productive. And this can happen only if you have a mentor, if you join someone, and every day, every week, every month you're given task. So, Shobhit is like, come on, ma'am, now the time has come to conduct a webinar. Why you're not engaging your audiences? Where is your community group? Why are you not visible? What is happening at the back end? And of course, he understands at the same time, I had a medical emergency in my house. My father-in-law was in ICU. That time, he just told me, you don't worry about work, take a back seat and concentrate on your family. So there is a lot of flexibility. There is no 9 to 5 job. There is no commitment. There is no boss whom I'm answerable to. I'm working independently as per my ease. Of course, I have clients who have deadlines, who have to fill their admission forms. I have to inform them about university updates as a career counselor. I take it at an odd hour of 9 p.m., 10 p.m., or 11 p.m. also, if the situation demands. But otherwise, today one can grow within those 4 walls of your house. So, if we would have existed probably in 80s, 90s, or early 2000, we had to crush our dreams because we did not have online platforms. Thankfully, we are in 2025. We can grow. And in coming years, we have hell lot of opportunities. Everything is possible today on the digital platform through online consultancy, through online counseling. And as Shobhit says, future is of counselors. Today, every individual needs mentor, needs therapist. Do you realize that every celebrity every morning gets connected to their therapist, get connected to their mentor to plan their day, to schedule their day? So initially, back in the years, physical health was given importance, even mental health is given importance. So I am catering to needs of teenage kids. I'm catering the needs of parents. They have so much of anxiety issue. They have so much of exam stress, getting into dream university, their dream colleges. That is where I'm understanding their problem and reaching out. So today, there are a lot of problems in the world. You can just use your expertise, your passion, your interest, and help the society. That's what I'll put it.
This is amazing, Devna. I think you should use this part of your talk in that campaign when you start after a few years. Amazingly said and amazing thoughts. I think, amazing. Sakshi, you want to, add something to this?
So when we are talking about the societal norms and how the pressure is there on women, and we actually fixate our mind that we cannot do certain things, or we cannot grow in a certain line, whether it's investment. Earning is one thing, but investment, growing that investment, there are a lot of parameters that we are under the societal norms. Giving a very small example, I had a client who came in who couldn't comb her child's hair. The reason being the child has been 13 years today, but from the time her daughter was born, her mother-in-law kept saying that you don't make her hair properly. Okay, and every time the mother-in-law opened her hair back, it's a very small example, earning and all comes much later in life, but your arms are listening, your hands are listening to the comments, to the statements that people are giving you. And the hands had given up on making the child's hair. She could do every possible thing. She could lift weights. She could do everything. But when it came to make the child's hair, her hands would not work. So this is where most of the women are stuck. And it's very important that whether we realize it on the spot or after 15 years or probably after 50 years, it's we ourselves who has to make that decision. Enough is enough. And I need to step out of this mindset. So it's wherever you are, age doesn't matter. Whether you're a child, yes, definitely we are helping children today. We are trying to bring in their curriculum that, stand, be independent. Financial independence is taught in school as well. But when it comes to women, there are a lot of, background thoughts that don't allow them to grow.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that one moment of realization definitely changes a lot of things in their life. But that step, how much ever, whether you have the supportive people or unsupportive people, that decision is yours and you only have to take it. So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
my take.
awesome. I think this is one problem also. This is a blessing also, according to me, the conditioning of the society. Because my when I was very young, I'll take his name. His name was Anup Kumar Atreya. He was one of the best teachers I have in my life. And I lost my mother, and my father remarried. I had a lot of problems in my life. One day I just went to him and I ranted about all the problems I had, and he was in a hurry checking papers and all that, and he was about to leave, and he just said something in my ear before leaving. Shobhit, kamal kichad mein khilta hai. That means the lotus only grows in the the muddy areas. So I think if you are facing some issues, if your conditioning is bad, it's a blessing, because once you come out of it, you will so feel so powerful. In fact, what Sakshi said, that females are conditioned like that. I'm from Rajasthan, and the my background that I come from, उनका पूरा existence ही इसलिए कि आपको एक दिन शादी करनी है. Trust me, because when I want to, there's a college. Out of respect, I'll not name the college. It's Sophia. Okay, I'll name the college. It's Sophia College, Ajmer. It's a huge missionary college, one of the best college in Ajmer. I went there for a talk, soft skills talk, and I was giving resume writing, all that stuff. And after that, a lot of females. It's a women college. A lot of females came to me. It's in small town of Rajasthan, and a lot of females came to me asking for questions, resume improvement, and all that. Then I told them that Jaipur, Ajmer, you will not get much opportunities. Travel to Delhi, Hyderabad, start looking for those companies. All of them collectively, if 10 10 students talk to me, 9 of them said कि सर इतना बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं बीकॉम कर ही इसलिए रही हूँ so that I can improve my CV, so I can find a best husband for me. I said okay, that's the only goal you have. Yes sir. उसके बाद जब मुझे जो शादी करके जिंदगी जीनी है तो मैं क्यों कमाऊं? It's not that they wanted that. It's just that their mindset is not thinking beyond that. And I completely agree that this happens. This is why we need to have these kind of panel discussions. We need to have these kind of conversations. We need to have these kind of communities that we can tell these young women that no, this is not the way to live life. You have to think beyond that. Yes, Sakshi, you want to add something in this?
Yes, so when you said about this, and Devna mentioned that she got married at the age of 19, I remember when I gave my 10th standard last paper, that was the first day when a guy had come to see me in my house for marriage. And, my daddy said, you cannot say no always. And my father didn't want me to go to college. We were coming from that orthodox, being in a girls' school. My father said, bas 10th ho gaya, bas khatam. It was my teachers who insisted my father ki please send her to college. And the purpose of going to college was जब तक शादी नहीं होती है तब तक कॉलेज पढ़, जॉब करने के लिए मेरे को नहीं बोलना. तो वो थॉट प्रोसेस ही नहीं था कि कभी काम करना है. एवरीथिंग वाज गिवन टू यू, क्या चाहिए, ओके ये ले लो, खत्म. सो देयर वाज नो कि आप खुद का भी कभी कुछ कर सकते हो. आई रिमेम्बर आई वाज इन माय फर्स्ट ईयर बीकॉम व्हेन आई बॉट a teddy bear for myself on my birthday. That was the first gift I gifted myself, and I still remember. So, it is and that was not with my income, but with my pocket money that I saved. It was not, and after that, I finished my MCom and I have got married. So destiny has some other plans, though the societal pressures will come in its own way. And I have gone in flow, and maybe I might have had 50 people to come and see me for marriage, and none of them replied. And it's a blessing today that they didn't reply, so I could complete my MCom. So as you said,
Awesome.
it's a blessing as well as it's yeah.
Yes. Awesome, awesome, Sakshi. I think many females relate to that. Yes, Devna, last thoughts on this topic, then we'll move on. Yes.
So here I would want to address to women who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s specifically, because this is the time when any storms can come in the house, like due to crisis, either financial crisis or some accident or anything can happen. So you have to be well prepared. You never know, all the burden can come on your head. So be prepared, be well versed with the finances in the house, and you yourself should also be financially independent. You also have to set example, because by then you have teenage kids, so you have to set an example for them also, that today mother is worth it and mother can achieve whatever dreams she has. So the same thing will be inculcated in them by setting an example. We don't have to tell them that do this, do that. We have to put ourselves into action and set an example for them. So this is what I would want to address to women who are in their matured phase, who are in their 40s, 50s, or 60s.
Yeah, awesome. I was talking to a parenting coach, and she said the best line that she can, that children don't listen, they observe. So they emulate from your life. If you want them to stop watching mobile, don't you watch mobile. If you want them to make big careers, you make a big career for yourself. So I think that line still holds true. Anyway, so last topic of the day, because we are running out of time. So, uh, I always say that women empowerment specifically, it has nothing to do with respect. It has nothing to do with equality. It has nothing to do with even education. It has to do everything. Unfortunately, let's be realistic. It has to do with money. If you are able to earn money, nobody can actually, you can make your own decisions. You can do a lot of stuff. Money is the People say money is the root cause of every evil. I say money is the root solution of every evil. So I want to understand from all of you how important it is to make your own money. As we discussed earlier, not amount doesn't matter. What matters is you have an income coming in your bank account that will give you some decision making powers. So do you agree with that? Don't agree with that? What is your thoughts on this? Amrit ma'am, will start from you this time.
Sure, Shobhit, and I really agreed with Devna also on this. I am in my 60s, okay? So the point is that if you really want to live a life, you never know, as Sakshi also said, when you are going to face any challenge in life, right? The financial challenges are the one should be prepared for, whether it's a woman, female, male, anyone. But at the end of the day, because females have grown as a dependent person in their life, this is the major problem they face. Once they were dependent on father, then they depended on their husband, then dependent on their son, and then later on maybe on their grandchildren. You lose your respect if you are financially dependent, and it's very easy to just pick you out and throw. You have seen so many problems, older people facing because of the finances and everything. So it is not just about your voice, it is also about your self-respect. Live your life respectfully. If today I'm living my life respectfully, it is because of my financial independence only. If I was not financially independent, I might not have been today here in Melbourne enjoying the way I want my life. I'm not just earning, I'm also having a good life. I'm also having the respect from my kids and from my extended family as well. So it's not just about one thing, it's holistic living. That is the point. And financial independence is the only thing which will give you this respect.
Yeah. Okay, I have something to add, but I'll add after everyone contributes. So, Kavya, this is the last topic. What is your last thoughts on that? Do you agree that money is the only factor, or there is something else also attached to that empowerment that we talked about?
See, money plays a major role when it comes to the independence. So money, financial independence will lead lot of independence. So especially in the decision making, as I told you in the starting when I told that. So it helped me to make my own decisions. So it helped me to make the things which I want to buy. So that is my decisions for myself. Okay, so I don't need to ask my husband. So it is like for my trips, when I want to go for trips, if I want to buy something, if I want to go out with my friends, whatever it is, that is really helping me in making the decisions in a better manner. So I want everyone to tell you that financial independence is not for you. It is not to help with the family or your husband. That comes as a secondary. Why this here? So when you say that financial independence, I want so that I can support my family. What if your husband or family says that your support is not necessary? Then you will be hindered all your senses or whatever the inspirations, whatever it is. So don't constrain yourself. Financial independence, it is for you, only for you. So you think that it is need for you, not for others. So when you think of that, definitely will try and you will make out of it. That is the simple statement I can say. That is the policy I have been following also.
Awesome, awesome, Kavya. And also, I observed that women who are married and they are making money, they are, in my experience, I may be wrong, but they tend to be more happy than women who are only housewives, because they always have this at the back of the mind. There's always, okay, I was not able to do this. I'm not able to do what I want to do.
Yes,
So
the regrets.
I really want to, if it's by choice, I'm very happy. But if it's not by choice, then you need to do something about it. But anyway, so Devna, this time, Devna, what are your thoughts on, is money is the only factor, or there is some after money, of course, respect, education? What is your take on this? What exactly is that, sweet spot, that money plus what, basically?
So the whole thing is bhaiya sabse bada rupaiya.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in simple words. So, you have to manifest, you have to draw a picture of your own self that I am capable, I will reach to that level. There are times, okay, let me take some big examples. If, your spouse is buying a car, or if he's buying a house or planning a vacation, probably, if something is selected at a mediocre level, you don't have a say that, no, this is not car A, what I want you to buy. I want you to buy car B. But if my contribution is not there, the spouse will immediately say, come on, you manage if you want that posh car. So I have known some friends of mine, they contribute, whether in buying house, whether in buying car or taking vacation. Why not? Both uniformly can work and fulfill their dreams. Okay, let's not get into the big things. I'm not talking about car, vacation, or houses, but as I said, petty expenses like paying for my own kids coaching class, or paying my milk bill, or some grocery expense. I'm reducing the burden. Why not? Why not I help my own self, my family, and my spouse in doing so? So I think, you have to manifest, you have to draw a picture of your own self that you are capable, you can reach to a right level. And definitely you need a mentor, you need a business consultant, which I would recommend everyone to take, be a part of Transformer Hub, because in Transformer Hub, we are like a family. So with Shobhit and we, all other women, we are like one family, motivating and inspiring each other. Unfortunately, Shobhit is the only man in our community, and it is dominated by women, but we are always pushing each other to great heights. So that's what I would want to put it.
तो Devna, extra word दूंगा आपको मैं. Thank you so much. These amazing words and amazing thoughts. So lastly, Sakshi, before I lead to the last question, Sakshi, what is your take on money as a factor?
So money for me now has become important in a way that because my dreams and aspirations to bring my work is on another tangent that I am building up to. And I feel growing with my own money would make me feel more happier than, asking money from people for the time being. I want to open up an center, like a meditation center or some healing center where people could just come and spend time. And I want to design it in a way which is very unique and different, not yet available anywhere. So I have those dreams and aspirations, and definitely I need money for all those things. But at the same time, one norm that I have seen that, with people with little bit of mindset where, you have people in your house saying that, अच्छा एक बार बहू ने पैसा कमाना शुरू कर दिया ना, फिर अलग हो जाते हैं, फिर उनका एटीट्यूड चेंजेस. आई हैव पीपल कमिंग टू मी स्पीकिंग फॉर दीज थिंग्स कि अगर बहू कमाने लगेगी ना तो घर तोड़ देगी, या बहू ने ये किया. सो देर आर पीपल हु हैव एक्चुअली सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम देयर हाउस आफ्टर अर्निंग, but the purpose has been very different, right? You have to have a discipline, you have to streamline certain things, you need to organize certain things because you have your own schedules, and there's nothing wrong in it. So yes, you have to balance between a lot of things, but money is definitely important. definitely.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, lovely ladies. I think I think 5 more minutes I need, because there's a very important question that I wanted to ask in the last. And this time I'll start the, one story. So my mother was born on 1960. Okay. And she got married in 1980. My parents both married in 1980. She was 20 years old. She was 12th pass when she married. And in 1983, my parents had their first kid. My elder sister is 1983. She was the first kid. 1987, my second sister came in the world. And that time, during those years, my father said that if we want to educate these girls, and future may whoever else might be coming, my only income is not enough. So my mother's name was Kusum. That's what I heard these stories. My father actually encouraged my mother to do her BA, the Bachelor of Arts. That time it was a big degree in 1980s. After that, she did a B.Ed also, Bachelor of Education, which is mandatory to become a teacher in government schools in that time. And my mother became a teacher after that. So after marriage, she was empowered by my father, because he was practical enough to understand that one salary is not enough. We need two salaries if we want to raise these kids in the best way. And then from Nasirabad, it's a small village. From Nasirabad, they shifted to Ajmer, which is the nearest, district, and we all grew there. So my father actually encouraged my mother to become an independent woman, become a teacher, not because my mother wanted it. My mother was actually content in the beginning, what I hear the stories. He encouraged her because they needed the family to have that kind of income support from both the parents for the kids. So my father was amazing. He's an amazing person, right? And he encouraged my sister also to move to Bangalore and make her career, because my sister wanted to be in Rajasthan always. So all the lovely ladies, and this is my message to all the men, that you have to encourage people in your life. If you are a leader, I believe men are leaders. I believe men are responsible for growth of the society and everything. If you are a leader, it's your job to empower people around you. As a man, it's my job to empower my female, my woman, my wife, to empower her for the best potential that she has. So that's my job as a leader. It's my job as a founder of this company. So to all the lovely ladies on the panel today, what is your message to the men of the society? It's not about the women now. What message you want to give to men in a positive way? Let's not have any negativity. All I want to say is your job is to empower females around you. So let's start with the senior most, Amrit ma'am again. Ma'am, what is your one small message? Let's keep it precise. Your one message to men of the society.
So my only message, Shobhit, is accept the female as they are. Do not put them in a box that this is what you are expected of. That's it.
Awesome. Awesome, ma'am. Very, very precise and very amazing message that, let them do what they want. Don't put them in a box. Kavya.
Don't compare with
Don't
yourself.
Awesome.
Don't
Yeah,
compare.
every person is an individual person. I think this goes for couples. Like, don't compare each other. This iske paas aisa,
In any manner, even in the office, if you see that, when we say that CEO, who comes to your mind? Whether the
Yeah.
men or women?
Men. Yeah.
Men. That is
Yeah.
a basic mindset, right? Why it is there? The comparison. So
Yeah.
don't compare.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
thing. When we stop comparing, so everything will automatically happens.
awesome. Awesome. Amazing message. Don't compare. Sakshi.
I think let women explore life. They are matured enough to understand and handle, balance things both at home and outside. So give them a chance to explore. At the same time, respect their failures, because it's not that they are happy with their failure as well. They also go through their turmoil. So be a support rather than just putting, you can't do it. You tried once, we gave you a chance, and now sit back. That shouldn't be the attitude.
Yeah. I hate this statement. We give you a chance. I know, but for
Yeah,
everyone.
of course, that is right. So many
Yeah,
times we get to you, we gave you a chance to do. What did you do? So it shouldn't be that way, at least. So respect their failures as well, because they respect at most failures of yours every day, in and out. They will never let you know in your relationship, in your way of working, in your way of speaking, how you've behaved, how you've done. They will never let you know what you've done. So I think this much respect they need.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Sakshi. And Devna, lastly.
According to me, every human being is born free, irrespective of gender.
Yeah.
So you're free to have your own thoughts, you're free to have your own expressions. And to all the men, please don't criticize. You don't appreciate, it's okay. But don't
Mm.
criticize, because when you play with your words, it disturbs human mind. It disturbs a woman. Women are very sensitive. So आप अगर appreciate नहीं कर सकते हो, that's okay. But please don't criticize.
Yeah, awesome. So I think 4 takeaways were amazing for all the men out there. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, so one is don't put them in a box, don't compare them, don't criticize them, and most importantly, I think Sakshi mentioned, you know, yeah, I forgot Sakshi. Sorry, can you repeat that point for me? You are on mute. Sorry.
Yeah, to respect the failures as well,
Yeah.
giving the chance. हमने तुमको एक opportunity दिया और नहीं किया. Don't get into that box. Yeah.
Awesome. And this is my this is one last suggestion to females from me. Don't accept validation from anyone. Just be independent, make your money, and don't beg for acceptance. People respect you because you respect yourself. That's what the idea is. And lastly, before I make some announcements, one last story that came to my mind when we have this discussion. There are a lot of females. It's not that money is the only factor. I was working with Career Launcher, and in 2019, if I'm modern right now, I was 10 times liberal and modern that time. I was like that hardcore feminist and everything. I got offended with patriarchy and everything. I was a child that time, 6 years ago, not that very mature. My senior boss, I will not name him. He was a Telugu guy. He was from IIM Indore, very talented guy, and his wife was a housewife. And the interesting part is they both met at the IIM Indore campus and they got love married. Okay, this guy was Telugu and the lady was Maharashtrian, and it really angered me when I got to know that she's a housewife. And I did not say anything because he was my super boss. Once we had drinks and he mentioned, and I asked him boldly that day that sir आपको आप IIM के हो, मैम भी IIM की है, आप 3-4 लाख कमा रहे हो महीने का because you are working, you're a leader of the company or taking classes, and she's not doing anything. Don't you think it's unfair? And that day, because we were having this candid conversation, he gave me one life lesson which I never knew I needed. Okay, he said, Shobhit, do you really think a woman who's from IIM Indore, she wants to be a housewife? I'll tell you what, we married early. We had a love marriage. Our parents were not, agreement of this marriage. We both have this life only together as us. So when we decided in our early 30s, when we have kid, first 5 years, one of us will sacrifice our career. And for the betterment of the kid, because no grandparent, nobody will come to us in that children. My son is 3 years old right now. For next 2-3 years, my wife will take care of him. I'm taking the heavy load. I'm working 18 hours a day to make sure what she's earning, I'm also earning on her behalf. It's the understanding between us that we both are doing this. It's not that she's living because of her own life. That story changed my life, that not every woman is actually doing things because of patriarchy. Some of them are doing because they really want to. Contribution doesn't come only financially. Contribution comes in different ways. The only thing is it has to be synergized between the couples. So that's what I learned that day, that it's not about women empowerment, it's not about careers and money. Women empowerment is also about, can both of the couple come together and make arrangements for their life. So this is the most biggest learning I had. So this is for all the women, that if you even if you're not earning, you're contributing in the best way possible. That's also a great thing to learn. So everyone, thank you so much for joining. It's 7:06. We are running a little late, but that's fine. I would like to take few minutes to make some announcement. So I'll take some, messages. My heartfelt gratitude to each one of you sharing your incredible journeys with us. Your wisdom, resilience, and inspiring stories have left a lasting impact, empowering and motivating everyone who had the privilege to listen. Meenakshi ma'am, thank you so much for this amazing message. Thank you, Amrit ma'am, Vidya. Anyone from the audience would like to ask anything, they are welcome to ask that. Okay, before I make I have 3 announcements to make. Anyone have any question, please ask.
To anyone.
Shubhangi, sorry?
To anyone.
Yeah, to anyone. So you can name the panelists and you can ask question. So Shubhangi, Lakshmi, Vidya, Ovi, Meenakshi, Hima. If you have any question, you can ask us. No questions means 2 things. We have done a great job, or secondly, we have disappointed you. We hope that we have done a great job.
Yeah,
I hope we are the first
it
category.
was a wonderful session. I have been listening to everyone and very inspiring indeed. And just one request to all the panelists over here, that I'll be sending them LinkedIn request. Please accept it.
Of course, of course. In fact, I request all the panelists to share their LinkedIn profiles in the 14-day challenge. You all can, put out your community links, your LinkedIn links. I don't mind doing that. Please do that. In fact, we missed introducing all the panelists about their work and everything. I think we can do that in the WhatsApp group. So,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Sure, no problem, Meenakshi ma'am. And Meenakshi ma'am, you are doing a great job. I want next year, I want you to be my panelist, and I want you to share your story because you are doing an amazing job. I want you to be part of the community.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Sure. I'll be ready by then.
Awesome, Meenakshi ma'am. Great. So Shubhangi, thank you so much for being an amazing participant. From last 8 days, she has been active and she has always come on camera. Shubhangi, that's the commitment, and thank you so much for that commitment. Lakshmi, Vidya, Ovi, Hema, any questions? We'll be happy to take it. Shubhangi ma'am, would you like to give your feedback? How was the session?
It was wonderful, and meeting such a wonderful, successful ladies is always amazing to listen their experiences, because women have always have their own stories, and the way they translate it, or living their experiences of life and narrate it in front of the audiences is always amazing, like watching a film. So thank you so much for sharing your experiences. It is indeed very inspirational. I'm visualizing, Shobhit, that next year might be I would join your community as a panelist on Women's Day. So this is my visualization. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I'm visualizing next year on the same day, 8th March 2026, we'll be live and doing the physical event. I want to do that. I'll book a studio. I'll figure out a place in India, whichever city, and let's do a physical event. I want to do with all the females of this community a physical event next March, 8th March. How many of you want that? Let's do that. Okay. Awesome. Great. So everyone, I want to make a special announcement. This is
Shobhit, we are having one question. How did you break
yes.
your own barriers in the chat box?
So Vidya, okay, how did you break your own barriers? So maybe one person can answer that. Maybe Kavya, you can answer this question. Yeah.
Okay. So the barriers were there. Okay, it's not that it wasn't there. So be consistent, whatever you are doing that, and trust yourself. Self-trust and being consistent will definitely break through everything. So you can do it. So it's not the affirmation from outside, self-affirmation, self-respect, self-trust. So everything, the self-trust and consistency that will lead towards the amazing results.
Awesome, Kavya. Amrit ma'am.
Amrit, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say one word about it, one line about it. इन मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. So when your God is with you, you are always successful.
Awesome.
Don't worry about any problems. It will come and subside.
Great. Awesome. This is amazing. I think one last thing that I can mention is that spirituality solves everything. Get into spirituality, whatever spirituality means to you. For me, it means Vipassana. For me, it means Isha Foundation. I'm going to Isha Foundation next month. In April, I'm visiting Isha Foundation for the 4-day program there. And then, even ISKCON temple and, like spirituality, get into spirituality. Your mind will become completely sane and you will know what exactly to do, right? Get into spirituality. Vidya, for you, get into spirituality a lot. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And I have 2-3 announcements. First major announcement, I want to make it on Women's Day. I will, of course, make it in WhatsApp groups also. But for all the lovely ladies, our mobile application, the Transformers Hub app, is live. And we have all the courses, all the workshops, all the content. Last 5 years of hard work that I've put in every video that I've recorded, everything, all the courses are live on the app. Go to Play Store, go to iOS, App Store of iOS. You will find the Transformers Hub application with a blue logo there. So please download the application and start using it. This is for all the community members. I have worked hours in last 6 months to build this app, and it is live now. So thank you so much for all the contribution and you can directly log in to all the sessions, weekly calls, and all the sessions through the app directly. First announcement. Second announcement, those who are not part of the 14-day challenge, I would humbly request all of you to please be part of the 14-day challenge that I'm doing. 14-day Women Growth Challenge. And this challenge is designed to help females. This panel discussion is also part of that challenge. So if any one of you are not part of that, I have shared the link with you. Please register be part of that challenge. Second announcement is I'm doing a very important boot camp, Women Growth Boot Camp, for if you want to be a consultant, on 15th and 16th of March. 2-day boot camp, full day, completely online. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this bootcamp is going to be life-changing for every woman. I'm customizing the entire bootcamp based on how you can actually spend 2-3 hours a day and make 10 lakhs in 6 months. That's the agenda for me. Money is everything according to me. And, that's how I'm designing it. It is specially designed for all the females of, So instead of giving a link to register for the bootcamp, I would like to meet you and discuss your challenges. So tomorrow I'm opening some one-to-one slots. Those who are part of this call, please book a one-to-one using this link. Tomorrow morning, I'm having this, morning 8 a.m. on a Sunday. I'm starting until 2 o'clock because tomorrow's match. I want to be, enjoy the India-New Zealand match after 2 o'clock. So till 2 o'clock, I will be working and I will be having all the, one-to-ones with all of you. So please book your one-to-ones. And lastly, and most importantly, Amrit Pal, Kavya, Devna, Parikh, and Sakshi Rohra. Thank you so much for being this amazing panel. You guys are doing amazing job. I am lucky. I'm so honored that I'm connected with all of you, especially Amrit, Kavya, and Devna, because you are part of my community. And thank you, Sakshi, that you are an amazing guest today. And we have Lakshmi on the camera now. Lakshmi, thank you so much for coming on the camera. How are you feeling and how was the session? You can just give your quick feedback to all of us.
It was awesome to hear to those wonderful experience of those ladies with you. Thank you for you to create such an awesome experience for all on this Women's Day.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you so much.
Practicing what you're preaching.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you so much. I try to do the best I can. So this is one humble request to everyone. It's 7:14. We just finish in 1 minute. If everyone can come on camera for just 1 second, I would like to take a quick selfie for all of us. And you all can come on camera just for 1 minute. Everyone, if possible. Right? Just for 1 second. Yeah. Thank you, Shubhangi. Thank you, Ovi. Thank you, Meenakshi, ma'am. Vidya and Hima, if you can, please come. Otherwise, that's fine. So on the count of 3, I'm taking a screenshot. Everyone can show this, or everyone can show this V for women. Okay. W, I don't know how to make. Maybe you can show 3 fingers for women. W, three fingers for women. Okay. If you can show the 3 fingers on the count of 3. 1, I'll also do this. 1, 2, done, guys. Thank you so much. This was an amazing experience. And I am just, posting this picture on our 14-day challenge group because that's where we are. We have all the participants there. I humbly request all of you to just, go there and shower your love. How was the special Women Day panel discussion? What is your biggest takeaway? So I'm writing this question. Humble request to every single person. Give and shower, give and go and shower your love on this post on the 14-day challenge. Thank you everyone so much. I'm stopping the recording now and then we can have a small informal discussion after this. Those who can stay, please stay.
Thank you so much for having me here today. It's really a pleasure.
Sakshi, it was a pleasure to host you. It was a pleasure to host you. And it will be a pleasure to work with you in the future also. So I'm just going to, pause the recording, stop the recording, and we can have a positive discussion after this. Thank you, everyone. One last time. Awesome.